I love it when you talk dirty.
Everything you speaking is like deep,
Man.
and I feel like you said, unhealed people are not ready for this conversation. You know what I'm saying? I just started going to therapy consistently. I get it. I started off every Saturday. Now I'll do it every 2 weeks, just so I have more to talk about when I do come back. And I'm talking to a black woman. I only would feel comfortable talking to a black woman, and I feel like she done showed me a lot. You know what I'm saying? And she opened me up in a lot of ways, and I'm being vulnerable. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to not get teary eyed, but like it's just real. You know what I'm saying? Just
like
reflecting on shit, just reflecting on shit, and just really digging up traumas type of shit. And I also feel like you said, black men are not healed. I feel like they lash out a lot just by being in the street. Even with like black on black crime that's killing other black men, I feel like that's them lashing out because a lot of niggas are not healed. I feel like they didn't have like a father figure in their life. They didn't have nobody to really look up to. They've been raised by a lot of women, so they only have like feminine traits, so they don't really know how to handle shit like a man. Like me being who I am now, I realize a lot of, problems can be solved just with having a conversation. And I feel like a lot of niggas don't have the emotional intelligence to have that conversation. It's just like niggas get mad over the dumbest shit. Like if you out somewhere, you step on somebody's shoes. Like my friend Rich, one of his cousins died at the club because his cousin made a mistake and stepped on somebody's shoes. Wow. And they like stumped him to death. And it's just like, man, why couldn't them niggas just have a conversation? And he apologized, like, my bad, bro. Like, I had too many drinks. I stumbled a little bit. I didn't mean to stump on your shoe. Like, it just happened. That's crazy. And it just fucked up that killing has to come, has to be involved. And
especially where we live right now.
Yeah, and it's
so
like...
So many little black boys are dying.
Yeah,
Wait,
and it's like...
on the contrary of that, I actually been in that, like, recently. Mm-hmm. And me and the girl, like, we bumped into each other type shit. And she turned around on some bitch, what the fuck, da-da-da-da. And I got hyped too type shit. But she had a group, and we was still going at it. But that is crazy. Because I actually told her. Yeah, it could have. But I actually told her, I'm like, bruh, you backed into me. I let you pass me. You back into me. And then you turned on me and said, bitch, da-da-da-da. Like, I'm going to get hyped back with you. And she understood.
You have to understand that there's certain people out here in this world that are literally walking around soulless.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like,
because what the
you're
fuck?
walking around amongst people who don't have the conscience to like have that afterthought or have that inner mind or those inner thoughts to like give them the voice to like.
She didn't. And then I just said, like I gave her the example. I was like, bruh, you turned around and came at me like, da-da-da-da. You think I'm finna sit here? I'm not no bitch. They're just going off of
instinct.
But her family, like the people around her, they was like, yeah, you kind of turned up on her. And I was like, bro, I was finna say, like, you're a pretty girl. You're fire. I was gonna say this and this and this, but like you turned around, you did this ugly stuff. Like, no. And she was like, you right. I was tripping. I'm like, and on top of that, I already apologized. I'm not gonna keep apologizing. She was like, you right, I was tripping. I apologized too. Like that was... When I say that was one of the grownest interactions I've ever had in my life, because I ain't never expect to escalate that. Like, I even was like, what you trying to do? Like, what's up? What you trying to do?
You probably just expected it to turn into an escalation.
And it was like,
that's the norm,
for us.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Yeah.
But
that's good, though.
That was crazy.
That way.
But for that to end like that, that's why it's like, damn, you lucky just threw me the fuck off.
But the norm, especially where we live here in Cleveland, like, that's the norm.
Niggas resort to shooting or fighting each other.
But that's exactly why I can't wait for my behind the scars to play me this. Because it's too much jealousy. It's too much unhealed.
Anger.
It's too much anger. It's too much hate. Yes. We all going through the same thing. We all struggling the same way. We all trying to heal from some type of scars. We all probably didn't have a father figure, a mother figure. We probably been in shelters. We probably been in group homes. We probably been in and out of jail. We probably been unfortunate, struggling with... Everybody been through something. But
homeless, baby.
Listen, I have 5th degree burn marks, and I model my scar. I model every scar.
You wear that shit well.
Yes, I model every scar.
Yeah.
But a person that's unhealed is not going to see.
They're going to be ignorant.
Yes.
And that's my thing. So, like,
the topic and everything.
I think this is what pisses me off when it comes to unhealed people in general. Like, they perpetuate the stigma of, like, black people, like the angry black person. And it's like, man, why are we not turning up on our oppressors? Like, why are we turning up on each other? Because when we do that, we perpetuate the cycle. It's like a distraction they want. It's like they don't want us to focus on the real shit. As long as black people are fighting each other and killing each other, that's good. That's good for the oppressors' agenda. You know what I'm saying? So that's where they want to keep us at. And it just pisses me off that us as black people are not smart enough to recognize that and realize that. It's like we get mad over dumb shit, about stepping on shoes or bumping into each other, but at the same time, cops is killing black people every other day with ease
over nothing,
or like they keeping us suppressed
it's just
with
too
like
much
denying us.
I think it's too much blindsided. Like you're blindsided. Your cover is like something is stopping you from seeing healing. Something is stopping you from acknowledging I need help. You know what I'm saying? Something is stopping you from saying, I know I don't have this, I didn't have this, but I want better. Like you're taking all your anger and without healing, you're hurting. Hurt people. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? With a hurt mindset, all you doing is hurting people. This community, this Cleveland is hurting each other. We're hurting each other. We have so many programs. A lot of people out here are trying to do positive, but it's 90% of hurt people that's scared to open up.
I just told
they're scared to open up. They're scared to be vulnerable too. Yes, and that's not good because, like I said, I could sit here and say I'm not perfect. Everybody, no, I'm not perfect.
I mean, like
I'm not. Look,
90% of my clientele I get because of the fact that they come, get their hair done, and they're able to come and sit and be in a healing environment, and they leave. Yep. And it's a safe space for them to talk about, and they listen, and they have healing music to listen to, and they're able to listen to healing conversations and talk about their childhood or whatever. It's just, I don't know if it's just the energy that I bring and it's the energy that my partner brings, and they're able to talk about all sorts of, you know what I mean? It's very comforting. It's, but
and
that,
that motherly, like,
like that. Yeah. You know what I mean? So it's like, I feel like, in our environment, like that healing vulnerability, like I'm coming to notice it's rare. It's rare.
And I noticed, like, before I started dating Jazz, I was not my true authentic self. I was not walking in my truth. I pretty much was a shell of myself. And I was talking to her earlier today about this. I look at it as kind of sad that I'm 31 right now. I'll be 32 in August. I feel like I haven't become the best version of myself, until I became 30 years old. And it's just like...
That's regular.
That's what I was telling you.
Like, that's regular, especially as a male. Yes, for a male, women, we develop a lot sooner, and that's like a known thing. And that's only because we got like a different mental capacity. But as a male... Y'all take a little longer. Like it take a little minute. I was telling you, maybe 30, 40s.
Like, and especially for men, it's like sometimes it takes till y'all hit to be about 45, 50. 30. So like you're hitting it a little earlier.
That's great. Yeah. That's great.
You're hitting it actually on time and in perfect timing.
You're at a great peak.
Yeah.
To be expected to hit your true authenticity at 20 and like that's just
not
overextending and that's very rare. Like you're supposed to experiment in your 20s and then you hit it in your like when I turned 30, between the ages of like 30 and 35 is when like the great veil was lifted and I was like, oh, this shit is fucking great. Like I would 20. Nobody could pay me to fucking be 20 again ever in my fucking life.
Yeah, I was
fuck that shit.
20s.
That shit was rough.
I'm having a great time.
That shit was rough as shit. Well, yeah, but you have some. But you have some. One, your mother is amazing. Sorry, your mother is amazing. I fucking love your mom. Like your mother is amazing. You have some great people around.
Last Saturday, I ran up to her, gave her a hug. Like she's just so loving and like
accepting and supportive.
That's because for one, I'm the only child. I'm her only child. I got 6 other siblings, but I'm her only one.
Yeah.
My dad wasn't there, so she was like the mom and father. So she did her thing. She was that protective. On top of that, she was in the fucking military.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I had me an army mom. I know what that fucking is like.
Navy.
I know what that.
Navy.
Ooh,
You scared? I'm scared of you.
Yeah, I got me an army mom.
No wonder Jazz.
I had an army mom and an Air Force grandmother and an Air Force grandfather.
Navy mom, Air Force granddad, Army boyfriend,
and my daddy was in the Navy.
Navy father. He coming around now, but like that's why.
That's what's up.
To piggyback, I